Your car is totaled, the insurance company check shows up, and it's not even close to cover what you still owe on the loan. Now you're stuck without a car, still making payments on something you can't even drive. Unless you know your rights, you could end up paying thousands out of pocket for someone else's mistake. I'm Jason Marker, a personal injury attorney here in Illinois, and I've helped clients figure out what to do when the insurance payout doesn't come close to the balance they still owe for their car. In this video, I'm going to walk you through what really happens when your car is totaled, but not paid off, and how to protect yourself from getting buried in debt after the crash. Let's get right to it. You're in Illinois, you've been in a car accident, your car was totaled, and you still owe money on the loan. You're not alone. This is one of the most common and most stressful questions that I get from clients. If this is your situation, I want you to walk away from this video clear-headed, confident, and with a game plan that you can actually follow. First, let's clarify something very important. A totaled car doesn't mean it's flattened or beyond repair. In Illinois, your car is considered totaled when the cost of the repair is more than the car is worth, or if the repairs would cost more than a certain percentage of its value. Most insurance companies in Illinois use a threshold of around 70 to 75%. So if your car is worth $10,000 and it would cost $7,500 to fix it, odds are it's going to be declared a total loss. Here's an example. Let's say you're driving a Honda Accord worth about $12,000 in fair market value. You get into a collision on I-55 and the repair shop says the cost is nearly $10,000 to fix it. The insurance company will almost always total it, and you'll get a call from the adjuster, not with a repair estimate, but with a total loss settlement offer. Now here's what matters next. The settlement will be based on the car's current market value, not what you originally paid, and not what you still owe on your loan. This is where most people in Illinois get confused and stressed. If you're still paying off your car loan when your car is totaled, here's the basic process. Your insurance company will send a check for the car's actual cash value as of the day of the accident. This check usually goes to your lender, the bank, or the finance company that gave you the car loan and technically still owns the car. Let's look at a real-world scenario. You owe $15,000 on your car loan. The insurance company decides that your totaled car is worth $12,000 right now. The insurance company pays the lender $12,000, but you still owe the lender another $3,000. That $3,000 is called a deficiency balance. You're responsible for that amount unless you have special coverage, which we'll talk about shortly. A lot of people are shocked at this moment. They thought the insurance would wipe out their whole loan. Unfortunately, that's not the case with standard policies in Illinois. You still owe thousands of dollars even after your car is gone. This is where gap insurance can be a lifesaver. GAP stands for Guaranteed Asset Protection. It covers the gap between what your car is worth and what you still owe to the lender. If you bought gap insurance when you financed or leased your car, here's what happens. The regular insurance pays the lender whatever your car is worth. Gap insurance pays off the remaining balance. So using our example, if you have gap coverage and you still owe $15,000, but insurance only covers $12,000, your gap policy would pay the missing $3,000. Here's the catch. In Illinois, gap insurance is optional. Dealers and lenders sometimes offer it, but not everyone buys it. Often people don't realize how important it is until it's too late. If you're watching this before your car gets totaled and you still pay out on a loan, I strongly encourage getting gap coverage, especially if you bought a car with little or no money down, or if you financed for a long term. But if you've already totaled your car and don't have gap insurance, don't panic. There are still steps that you can take. Let's talk about them. Insurance companies in Illinois are required to offer you a fair market value for your car, but what they see as fair might not be what you expect as fair. It's important that you review their offer and don't be afraid to push back. Here's how you can do this. Ask for their valuation report. They have to show you how they got their numbers. They'll usually use a local marketplace or similar vehicle, mileage, condition, and so on. Gather your own evidence. Look up similar cars for sale in your area from dealerships and private sellers. Print out listings, note any extras or receipts, repairs that you've had on your car. Highlight anything that adjusters might have missed. Have you gotten new tires? Upgraded your stereo? Detailed maintenance records? Any of that will help. If the offer is still way off, you can ask for a supervisor to review or even file a complaint with the Illinois Department of Insurance. Let me share a quick story. I helped a client in Springfield whose insurance company offered $8,400 for her totaled SUV. A quick search of nearby listings showed the same model, same year, same condition, selling for about $9,800 to $10,200. We sent the listings and the maintenance records, and the insurance bumped up the offer by almost another $1,000. That extra effort can make a big difference, especially when you still owe money to the lender. After the insurance payout, if you still owe money, you have a few choices. First, talk to your lender. Don't ignore the fact that they want their money. Many will work with you, especially if you've been a good customer. Some options include setting up a payment plan for the remaining balance, combining the remaining balance into a new car loan if you're buying another vehicle from the same lender, negotiating a settlement in some rare cases where you pay less than the balance owed. And remember, Illinois lenders can send unpaid balances to collections, and it can hurt your credit score. But if you show that you're making an effort, you have a much better shot at resolving the debt. Sometimes clients ask me, can I just walk away from the loan? The answer is no, unless you want serious credit problems and collection calls. The lender still has the right to collect what's owed, even if the car is gone. Now, you're probably wondering, how do I get back on the road? If the insurance doesn't pay out and cover what you owe and you don't have extra savings, buying a replacement car might feel impossible. Here are some tips. Many Illinois dealers allow you to roll over the leftover loan balance into your new loan, but this means that you owe more on your next car. That's called being upside down. It's not ideal, but sometimes it's the only way to get back to work or get your family's needs taken care of. If you have some savings or family help, buy a less expensive used car outright. Might be a smarter way to avoid getting deeper into debt. Don't rush. Take a few days to consider your options. There's pressure to get moving again, but making a quick decision can cost you more in the long run. This makes a big difference if another driver caused the crash. You have the right to file a claim against their insurance. In Illinois, the at-fault driver's insurance should pay for the car's value. But here's the catch. Their insurance also will pay the current market value, not what you owe on your loan. If their insurance company drags their feet or offers less than what you believe that your car was worth, you can use the same negotiation tips I shared earlier. If you're getting nowhere, sometimes having a personal injury lawyer step in can move things along, especially if you were hurt in the crash too. If you were injured in the accident, or if the insurance company is lowballing you, it's a good idea to get legal advice. In Illinois, a good personal injury attorney won't charge you upfront. They'll only get paid if you win or settle your claim. An attorney can help you gather and present evidence to increase your settlement, deal with tricky insurance adjusters, fight for all the full value of your car, and help with the injury claims, the medical bills, the lost wages, and your pain and suffering. Don't hesitate to reach out. Sometimes just a free consultation can give you the confidence and the tools that you need to handle the claim on your own. Before we wrap up, here's a rundown so you can screenshot or write down. 1. Find out insurance company's valuation and review it carefully. 2. Calculate what you still owe to your lender. 3. Check if you have gap insurance. Ask your lender or insurance agent if you're unsure. 4. Gather your own evidence if you think the insurance offer is too low. 5. Negotiate with both the insurance company and your lender as needed. 6. Consider your options for getting a replacement vehicle. 7. If someone else caused the crash, make sure to file a claim against their insurance. 8. If you run into issues, talk to a personal injury attorney sooner and not later, please. You just learned the steps to handle a situation where your car is totaled in Illinois. You learned what totaled actually means, how to deal with the insurance companies, what to do if you're left owing money. If this just happened to you, remember, you're not powerless, and these are clear steps that you can take to protect yourself. If you're hurt at all and you want to make sure that you aren't left with unpaid medical bills, lost wages, or a lowball offer when you weren't even at fault, you'll want to watch our next video, Not at Fault After Car Accident Claims, a process in a nutshell. In that video, I break down exactly how to make your claim, what paperwork to collect, how to avoid getting shortchanged step by step. You don't want to skip this one. See you over there.